Alright, so we started bleeding the brakes and all that. Waiting on bleed screws, which come tomorrow, and the guide pens for the pads. That way we can actually put the pads in. Found where the leaks were. We've got the stainless steel lines. Tighten those down so those stop bleeding. We got the, oh man, jet noise. What we might try and do today is start the nitrous buttons. So I'm still not sure the angle. It's up. So when we get in here, these right now I'm planning to go right here. So we've got to cut this panel to make it fit in here, which shouldn't be too hard. We'll cram it in there and see how it looks, but I gotta cut it. So I'll probably use the grinding wheel and use some wood to butt it up. So yeah, so we're gonna measure that and do this. So right now it's bulk. The GoPro is kind of bulky because I got a battery case on it. As you can see right here, this thing is massive. So when I find the skeleton case for it, it should be a little bit better, because like right now it's like and that's not what you want. So let's go ahead and get some measurements. Come on. So what we want is about 3 3/4 inches. Three and a half. So let me just make sure. So not the most perfect, but apparently this is actually pretty square. So I'm not super upset about that. Oh my god. Alright, so alright, we're back at the shop. Say hi, Isaiah.
Hi, Isaiah.
God damn it. So we're about to put the bleed screws on. Oh, this sucks. So we're about to put the bleed screws on and finally see if the brake system will pressurize, tighten up the control arms, start to do align the sway bar, even though I'm probably going to get an aftermarket one. And then, yeah, so we got to do the same thing on this side. And then we'll add brake pads. So we got the bleed screws right in here. Basically we just have to screw them in and put the caps on, and then use the brake bleeder, and we should be able to have brakes. Peace. Alright, we are now on the chest cam. Sweet, and my arm's all messed up, but it's a couple days later and we are finally bleeding the brakes. So after some unfortunate circumstances, I blew out one piston because I didn't really know what I was doing, but I know now. And I have a bottle with a check valve and a hose going to the speed bleeder, which on BMWs, oddly enough, is 7 millimeters. And on a car from 1987, not fun. So soaked it with PV Blaster, and here we are. And now that I know how to use a speed bleeder, basically we're going to fill this up with fluid and start from the furthest location away from the master. So in this case, right rear, right left, front right, and then front left. And basically all you want to do is fill this up with fluid and open it up until it goes into the bottle from the check valve. So that's what we're going to do. So since I'm a piece of shit, I opened this the other day and we're going to use it again. But I exploded one of the calipers, and luckily I did not get that on video because that would have been pretty embarrassing. Let me get my handy dandy funnel. Freaking water bottle with the bottom cut off. Oh, and I just got brake fluid on my freaking car. You hate to see it. So we're using dot 3 and dot 4. Can't even tell how much is in there, but I'm gonna add a bit more for kicks anyways. Damn, it's a good thing I used that rag, because it was spilling a little bit. So we're just gonna throw that haphazardly on the ground, put the cap on so moisture doesn't get in. Put this back on. Look at how much brake fluid we have in there. Got a decent amount. I think we'll be good. Shitbox edition. Because that's all I know. Alright, let's go ahead and pump this up. Alright, so let me show you what we're working on. So basically, we want air to come out of these, which it is, and just did. So once we get enough fluid in these and the air stops coming out, I'm going to close the valve back up. Come on. God damn it. There we go. Close it up, nothing too tight. Pinch that off. Put the nipple back on. Gonna move our bottle. This is a really nice bottle. It's got a magnet and a check valve on it, which you really, really want. So, front brakes are bled. Just waiting on a couple things to come in from Rock Auto. Basically the pins that go in between the calipers so I can mount some RX-7 pads. And then I got the shims and everything over here. So yeah, I'm gonna call that quits for bleeding the brake system. You guys get the general idea. Also, if you're doing this on a stock E30, make sure you PB blast those, because mine had probably not been moved since 2013, if not earlier. So, thanks for watching my POV porn set, so you know what's good. Oh yeah. Finally picked up the flywheel back from the machine shop. So yeah, 50 bucks. Only had to wait 30 minutes, and it is damn nice, if I do say so myself. Yuck.